Do you mind
Yeah.
introducing yourself?
Okay. My name is Ayano Kataoka. I'm a professor of percussion at Music and Dance Department at UMass.
What initially drew you to percussion and how did your musical journey begin?
Okay. Yeah, I was fortunately had a great um let's see, educational background, or in a way, let's say, yeah, there was a kindergarten near my house that I went to, and the kindergarten had a unique education program to offer, and there are a variety of music teacher to offer like violin to teach, piano, or electric piano, drum set. So yeah, my parents wanted me to do some musical lessons. So yeah, I mean they chose piano and violin first, but I didn't like the violin at all. So 1 year later I quit, and then my mother found out that there was a marimba teacher just came into this kindergarten. So that's how. And my mother felt the sound of the marimba is just so beautiful with the wooden sound, warm sound, that I guess she wanted her daughter to do it. So that's how I started marimba when I was 5, which was very unusual, I believe. Yeah, that kindergarten, even after you finished, you could still take lessons individually. So I kept taking lessons. And I guess I was just also attracted by the sound of the marimba, but myself as well. Like I think, yeah, hitting something was better for my character than like kind of doing this, pressing the strings and then yeah, rubbing with the strings, and then that was yeah, not quite my style, I guess. So yeah, the first lesson that I remember that was a group lesson, and I had two marimbas kind of back to back, and then yeah, the kids kind of running around the marimba to do the glissando, like
No way.
and that was yeah, such a magical sounds that you never thought, as a kid. So I think that was definitely caught.
Yeah. Was it difficult to go from single mallet to like four mallets?
Okay. Yeah. Well, so after, let's see, 6 or 7 years ago, when I maybe became middle school age, like a teenager, one day my teacher said, so you should start formalist. And then, yeah, she showed me like you can choose either way. Let's see. So it's a little bit becoming kind of a professional or kind of a little bit nerdy information. But anyway, so whether crossing this way or the other way around, kind of feeling different. And then, yeah,
Mhm.
she showed me either way, and then you can choose which way you want to do. So, and then I guess traditionally, this way is the one usually people do it, but then I kind of wanted the opposite one way to do it. And then, yeah, that was around, yeah, like 12, 13 or something like
Okay.
that. And then she gave me also, yeah, some easy kind of basic music for 4 minutes to kind of build up. But then mostly like, I mean, each player has different size of the hand. My hand are very small.
Hmm.
So yeah, you kind of need to figure out on your own how to really grip the mallet. But then like there is so another kind of way of gripping like this, which is really kind of invented by a American guy. So
Really?
yeah, so this gripping kind of started to be imported to Japan. So that's a kind of different culture, or yeah, just a different style that as I get older, I started to learn about it.
Really cool. As a
Yeah.
woman in the field of percussion, which is often male dominated. Have you faced any challenges and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, I guess I get often asked this kind of question, and then like always, hmm, yeah, made me think about that. I mean, challenges, I guess depending on I'm not can't speak quite um surely, but in orchestra world might be a still challenging area that I don't recognize much of the female orchestra player yet. Also, yeah, so the challenges are certain kind of area of music field. I kind of find it. Marimba, actually there are yeah, female marimba players that are kind of more out. I guess it's more about how it's becoming more kind of well known as a standard instrument. I think marimba is still not quite
I think
developed
also
or
marimbas are expensive as well. You need to have somebody or like a school that has a marimba to do that.
yeah, and then the space, you need a big space. It's like 7 feet or something, 8 feet. It's a really a big instrument. And then, I mean, any instrument is, yeah, make noise. I mean, sounds that can be a noise for some people. So those, yeah, circumstance, the practice situation is also challenging. I think those things are rather kind of yeah, not really about probably, I mean, male or female. Yes, of course, if you get a family or, yeah, get married and then those kind of priority becomes, changes and then might be becoming more, challenging for, yeah, women to do that. And, yeah, I don't have a kid, so yeah, myself, I'm kind of taking care of myself only, and then I don't have to run for that. Yeah. So also in United States, I feel yeah, people value us more in a equal level. I guess yeah, I kind of hesitant to say, but I would say that in my country it's a little bit still, hierarchy or yeah, things that could be yeah, more difficult for women to work as a yeah, percussionist or musicians in general.
Who or what has influenced your approach to percussion and contemporary music the most?
The most. Well, my teachers are, yeah, definitely um, great impact on me to guide me. My teachers in Japan and yeah, my first teacher, marimba teacher, was definitely, I studied with her through college age. So that's like 15, yeah, maybe 13, 14, yeah, through, from 5 years to 18. So yeah, 13 years. So that's a long, yeah, definitely, she saw all of my growth and then, yeah, and sometimes I didn't practice well enough that she had to, really mad at me. So she was really patient, so she was definitely. Yeah, my college teachers was also a very unique sort of perspective and then vision that he had that I really appreciate that, yeah, I was able to study with him. And then, yeah, my teacher in United States, Robert Van Sice was also, yeah, yeah, fantastic marimba virtuoso that yeah, really changed my, approach to create sound of marimba or the all of other instruments. So those, yeah, mentors are definitely one. Yeah. I mean, of course, also all of the musicians that I got involved in and played with and always,
Who
yeah.
was your favorite that you got involved with?
Let's see. Uh, yeah, one of the first one was, I mean, again, fortunate I got to play with the Yo-Yoma once, with the premier
Wow.
works that yeah, I was asked to play. But then I Actually, before that, so when I was still in college at Yale School of Music, I got an opportunity to participate in a workshop, professional development workshop. I think that's how it's used to called, at Carnegie Hall. That they had every year they had a 4 or 5 kind of workshop to offer, and then yeah, they bring yeah, prestigious, like amazing artist or yeah, ensemble group to work with this participant. And then so the one that I attended was Yo-Yo-Ma and Silk Road Ensemble. That Yo-Yo-Ma was the used to be the director, so he found this amazing ensemble that really coming, mastery of, let's say, tabla player or Comanche from Iran or there's some Chinese, pipa player, those all of the amazing musician kind of all over the world coming and then create music. So it's an ensemble of sort of like an ambassador of the, yeah, music ambassador, I guess, in a way that it's just the music. Yeah, it's just like doesn't have to be, from any country to create music, anything that you could do. So that was a really amazing, like 10 days workshop that we had in Tanglewood for a week. And then we went back to Carnegie Hall to have a 2 days, 4 total concerts that we had as a final product to present. So then,
Cool.
yeah, so Yo-Yoma was, yeah, the director to kind of be there to also work with us. And then that was a really, really, yeah, something that I never experienced and then really inspired by how they bring their own artistic artistry to work together. And then yeah, it was just like amazing experience. So through that, so I had Yo-Yoma's, his vision of, how he really wants to do the music to impact people. So I think that was, yeah, one of the, still, yeah, highlight of my music experience. That then a few years later, yeah, I guess I don't know if he really remembered. I mean, he remembered me, but yeah, but I think it's probably the engagement came from someone else. Actually, the composer who yeah wrote the piece for this instrumentation. It was a cello solo and then two percussion. So that was the yeah combination instrumentation. So yeah, it was a great, yeah,
That sounds
opportunity.
like a crazy experience. Lovely
Yeah,
too. So much to grow and learn from as well.
yeah, definitely. So, the title of the workshop was Tradition and Innovation. So, yeah, that's really making sense. So, bringing a traditional instrument from all over the world and then create something new, right? And then that's kind of what we do. Yeah, as musicians, no matter what. So, mhm.
All right. For our next question, we have, as a professor at the University of Massachusetts here, what do you hope to instill in your students?
Yeah, students are coming from, different musical background and so they take audition to enroll in, yeah, our department, right? The degree. And so yeah, we do audition and then one of the requirement is a piece for 4 mallet piece that you have to play. And then most of the students really come with this is the first 4 mallet piece that I've ever done to prepare for audition. And then so yeah, like it's very different from how I came. I was how fortunate I was to be able to study marimba from such a young age. So what a while kind of difference of the music background was a learning experience for me when I got here, which was in 2008. So yeah, and then also in Japan we don't have not much like marching band activities in general. That's kind of the way they got to know what's the percussion is and then got into. And then getting serious.
Mhm.
And I think what about the the instrument or the way that you got kind of interested in percussion. I think that's really great. So, but then what I bring here is very different. So I'm sure students get confused in a way as well. Then I also, the way I approach to the music or the instruction must be different from how they kind of get. For instance, like I guess marching band has a kind of fantastic kind of manual in a way, like this is what you need to do 1 to 10, and if you kind of do that, the rudimental, and such, and then you see the improvement. Yeah. But I guess my kind of way is like, okay, so if you had this like musical materials or the note on your score on the score, and then yeah, there are some information about phrasing or the dynamics marking, but then beyond that, like how you wanna kind of do it, maybe you can do this way, but then also you may be able to do this way because the before this passage there is this one, and then how you create musical sentence out of it. So it's just yeah, it's not always one way to play
For sure.
exactly. And then also each person has a different, sound or it's just like playing style. It's just more about the identity
Mm.
you are. And then yeah, instead of like you're one of the big group. So I think in a way, kind of a completely different or opposite in a way, the format that yeah, they would probably experience that. So by the end of the yeah, 4 year program here, I'm hoping that they get out of some kind of my side of the musical kind of yeah, format to understand and then appreciate, if they appreciate uh, that as a art form. And I think that's important because these are the once they graduate, they are the kind of role model, like what's the word I'm looking for? Um, translator, like yeah, just someone that introduced to the next generation,
Mhm.
take um pass on to the next generation, and then there's a kind of becoming the leader of that to understand what we do. So hopefully, yeah, over the 4 years, probably beginning more likely a confusion, but hopefully there is, on their own way, finding out some kind of value through that, and then appreciate in the end
For
of
sure. I
that.
feel like changing perspective and having the ability to see different perspective is
Mhm.
like what can take your music from here to like all the way up here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I want them to have, variety of that. It's just
Hmm.
not only one thing, I think.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
For sure. What do you hope your impact on the world of music and percussion will be? And are there any future projects you are particularly excited about?
Future of the percussion. Um, yeah, I think it's been wonderful that like Grammy Award for the recent Grammy Award. Like more percussion like quartet or like getting award for the like a more recognition first of all, that's really amazing. And then wonderful colleagues of mine really kind of taking a leadership of uh creating more music for percussion, commissioning, and then we also, yeah, try to do that of the many different, so either solo, duo, or mixed ensemble, or those kind of, keep really bringing a new work to the life is really important. And it's for the last 20 years has been just really blooming of that. And I'm excited to see, keep happening. And then I think there are much, talented, amazing, percussionists are really, coming out. And then, yeah, so I'm hoping that they really, career pass to the next stage, and I think they will be. So I'm kind of really hopeful that, and then I will be very happy to be part of that evolvement, yeah, development as well. So yeah, I think I'm also excited to maybe try to yeah, organize more of the yeah, concert, of course, but also try to go to other universities to give more like a master class or yeah, giving some kind of yeah, recital. That particularly the composers that I fortunately worked with, Stuart Sanders Smith, who unfortunately passed away last year. So but then I really had a few works that are written for me, and I think I feel that I could be I should be kind of introducing his work, sort of interpret what he wanted. So that I feel that's one of the things that I should do that as
That
well.
would be very impactful, very impactful. And I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this interview with us with the Fine Arts Center.
Ah, yeah,
Thank
my
you
pleasure.
so
Thank you
much.
so much.